gonna fit on here? How are you gonna fit on here? Okay. Here, let me get the full view of this so you can really appreciate what he has done here. Get on up, figure it out. He's taken all the blankets that he can actually get to. And they were actually in a corner off inside of his room, but I don't want him sleeping on the floor again tonight, which is where I found him last night at about 2:30 in the morning. So we're gonna let him have his pile of blankets on his bed. And there's like the comforter from the guest room, and there's the blanket that I keep on the couch downstairs. Our entire blanket closet is cleared out. Amazingly, this is not all our blankets. We still have a box of blankets downstairs in the closet, but he doesn't get to all those.
Well, I guess I'm on the corner with you. I can't even get to them. I guess I'll read to you.
All right, so we're going to start reading through the big book of Berenstain beginner books, and we'll read the Berenstain Bears Trick or Treat. So we've got a whole Berenstain Bears theme for tonight, and that way we also get our Halloween story too. So, my booty's falling. No? There we go. Okay. You don't mind apparently. So put that there for now. Your ear is undressed, madam. There we go. All right. The Berenstain Bears Trick or Treat. That's good. You ready over there, buddy? Yeah? Cool. Even little bears expect a good fright when they go out for treats on Halloween night. The sights and sounds of autumn were all around as Mama Bear pushed her shopping cart along the path that led to the Bear family's treehouse. The trees and shrubs were ablaze with color. Farmer Ben's pumpkin stood bright orange in the October sun. The crows cawed noisily as they searched the stubble for bits of corn. Wild geese in great V formations honked high in the sky as they flew south. But the surest sign of the season was inside the treehouse, hiding behind Papa Bear's easy chair. It was Brother Bear waiting to try out his Halloween costume on Mama. It wasn't Halloween yet. Brother and sister couldn't wait to try on their new costumes. Sister was going to be a beautiful ballerina. What do you think? She asked, taking the third position. Shh, said Brother. Mama's coming. Brother had chosen to be a spooky monster on Halloween. He had bought the spookiest monster mask he could find, and Mama made the rest of the costume. Boo! He shouted as Mama came in with the groceries. Help, a monster! She cried, pretending to be frightened. It's only me, Mama, he said, showing his face. So it is, said Mama. Well, that just goes to show you that appearances can be deceiving. Appearances can be deceiving? What does that mean? Asked Sister. It's just a grown-up way of saying that things aren't always what they look like, explained Mama as she unpacked the groceries. Look, goodies, said Brother. Hands off, please, said Mama. Those are for trick-or-treaters who come to our house tomorrow night. I've already started buying Halloween candy. And we've eaten a lot of paydays. I'm just going to throw that out there. They're delicious. Did you know Payday made little mini bars? They do. And I'm going to gain all my weight back because of it. Brother and sister were very excited about Halloween. And a little nervous, too. This was the first year that they would be going trick-or-treating without a grown-up along to supervise. I'm not so sure I like the idea of them going by themselves, said Papa, as he carved the pumpkin he got from Farmer Ben. It's pretty spooky out there, he added, making a scary face at the cubs. You happy in your little cocoon of blankets? You're a happy little boy. Now, Papa, said Mama, if Brother and Sister want to accept the challenge of going out on their own, I think we should encourage them. But remember, she continued, turning to the cubs, there'll be strict rules. You'll stay in your own neighborhood, and you won't eat any of the treats until you're back home. Besides, said Brother, we wouldn't really be by ourselves. We made a trick-or-treat date with Cousin Freddie, Lizzie Bruin, and Queenie McBear. There, said Papa, putting the finishing touches on the jack-o'-lantern. Then he lit a candle inside it and turned out all the lights. It was pretty scary. The next day, brother and sister began planning the trick-or-treat route they'd follow that night. Brother got a pencil and paper and made a map of the neighborhood. That way, he explained, they wouldn't miss anybody. Let's see now, he said. We'll stop at our houses first, ours, Freddie's, Lizzie's, and Queenie's. Then we'll do Farmer Ben's and our sitter, Mrs. Grizzle. Mrs. Grizzle for sure, agreed sister. She usually makes special Halloween cookies. And Teacher Jane, she gives out good stuff. How about Dr. Grizzly? Asked brother. She's into health snacks. I think so. Just to be polite, said sis. Gramps and Gran, of course. Of course. I'll tell you one place we are going to miss, said brother, holding his map. What place is that? Asked sister. That one, he answered, pointing out the window at the home of old Ms. McGriz. It was a spooky, twisted old treehouse in a thicket at the end of Crooked Lane. We're definitely not going there, he added with a shiver. Why ever not? Asked Mama, who was listening. Why not? Said the cubs. Because she's a witch. That's why not. What utter nonsense, protested Mama. True, Miss McGriz is old and bent and rather forbidding looking, but I can assure you she's a perfectly nice person. The cubs didn't believe her, not for a minute. They knew better. Everybody knew better. No doubt about it, Miss McGriz was a witch, for sure. Just after dark, a pirate, a skeleton, and the wicked queen from Snow White came for brother and sister. They were Freddie, Lizzie, and Queenie, of course, and together they ventured into the darkness with their trick-or-treat bags. Before they could get started collecting Halloween goodies, they were joined by some worrisome company. Too Tall Grizzly and his gang, out for mischief. Too Tall didn't waste any time trying to get brother, sister, and their friends to go along with him and his gang. Come on, we'll show you goody-goodies how to have some real Halloween fun, he said, pulling brother along with him. What sort of fun? Asked brother warily. Oh, you might say we're going to put the trick back in trick-or-treat, he said, chuckling. It was so dark that brother and the others didn't notice where they were heading. Hey, said sister, this is Crooked Lane. That's right, said Too Tall. We're going to play a few tricks on old Witch McGriz. Well, what sort of tricks? Asked brother. Her gnarled, twisted old treehouse loomed ahead. First, whispered Too Tall, taking a roll of toilet paper from his jacket. We'll decorate her house with a little of this. Then maybe we'll tie a few knots in her clothesline. Then smear some honey on her broomstick so she'll stick to it when she flies. But before Too Tall and his gang could start their mischief, the front door opened and a bright yellow light stabbed the darkness. And there in the doorway stood the frightening figure of old Ms. McGriz. Ah, she said in a gravelly voice, I'm ready for you. She then led the terrified cubs into a cozy living room. To their great surprise, there was a big tray of beautiful candy apples, all prepared for Halloween visitors. Mama was right, whispered sister to brother. Ms. McGriz really is a sweet, kind old person. The cubs thanked her for the beautiful apples and went about the rest of their trick-or-treat business. Later that evening, brother and sister were at home looking over all the treats they had collected. The beautiful candy apples stood out, and Papa asked where they came from. From Ms. McGriz, answered brother. From that scary-looking old broadpuss that lives down Crooked Lane, said Papa. That's right, said brother, taking a delicious bite of his candy apple. You must really try to remember, Papa, said sister, giving her apple a little lick. Appearances can be quite deceiving. What are you watching? Oh, I'm having trouble translating that. Am I gonna have to have Daddy look at this? Hey, can I see real quick? I wanna know what you're watching. Okay, it's kid stuff. Okay. I just gotta make sure. Okay. The Big Book of Berenstain Bears Beginner Books. the bike lesson. Come here, small bear. Here is something you will like. Look, Ma, look, a brand new bike. Thanks, Dad, thanks. For me, you say? I'm going to ride it right away. Not yet, not yet, not yet, my son. First come the lessons, then the fun. How to get on is lesson 1. Lesson 1? Is that lesson 1? He fell over. Yes, that is what you should not do. So let that be a lesson to you. Yes, it was, Dad. Now I see. That was a very good lesson for me. Dad, where are you going? You showed me how. Why don't you let me ride it now? Not yet, not yet. Before you do, I'll have to give you lesson 2. Just watch, small bear. Just watch your pop. Lesson 2 is how to stop. Ooh, he got caught by a low-hanging branch. A very good lesson. Thank you, Pop. May I ride it now that you showed me how? May I? May I ride it now? Not yet, not yet. You have more to learn. I'll have to show you how to turn. Just watch me. Oh, he's going through a lot of rocks. This is lesson number 3. Oh, it's a lot of twisting and turning. Wow, what a lesson, that number 3. That may be a little too hard for me. Oh, he hit a rock and went flying. It's now stuck in a chimney. This is what you must never do. Now let this be a lesson to you. It surely was, Dad. Now I see. That was a very good lesson for me. When I get you down, may I write it then? May I? May I? Just say when. Wait, my son, you must learn some more. I have yet to teach you lesson 4. When you come to a puddle, what will you do? Will you go around or ride right through? It's not so good to ride right through. That was a very deep puddle. You're right, Dad. I can clearly see why that lesson was good for me. When I get you out, may I write it then? Please, Dad, will you tell me when? Of course you may write it. You can, you will. After lesson 5, how to go downhill. Oh boy. Wow, what a lesson. That looks hard going downhill through a chicken yard. He even knocked up the farmer and a cow going through the chicken yard. Which begs the question, what is a cow doing in a chicken yard? Please, Dad, tell me, will I ever get to ride it, or will I just keep running beside it? Will I? Will I? Will I? When? Pretty soon, son, but not just yet. There is still one lesson you have to get. Lesson 6 is the hardest yet. To be a good rider, to really know how, you will have to learn about safety now. To be safe, small bear, when you ride a bike, you can't just take any road you like. Before you take one, you must know where the road is going to go. And he went off a cliff. Oh, but he got caught by a branch. See, this is what you should not do. Let this be a lesson to you. It surely was, Dad. Now I see. That was another good lesson for me. May I write it now? May I write it now? After one more lesson, it will be the last. There's one more thing I can teach it fast. When I ride on a road, I take great pride in always riding on the right-hand side. But Dad, are you riding on the right-hand side? I guess I know my hands, small bear. My right is here, my left is there. Or am I wrong? How could that be? Left hand, right hand. Let me see. Left hand on the left-hand side, right hand on the right-hand side. And he caused a big crash. And he's riding up a light pole. Thank you, Pop. You showed me how, but please, may I write it now? Look, Ma, now I can write it. See? Dad had some very good lessons for me. Oh boy, that Papa Bear. The Bear's Picnic. Mother Bear, put your apron away. You're going to go on a picnic today. Where are we going on our picnic, Dad? The very best place in the world, my lad. You remember this spot, my dear. When we were young, we picnicked here. Papa, I do not like to complain, but your wonderful spot is next to a train. Where are we going now, Papa Bear? Is there another wonderful spot somewhere? Don't pester me with questions, please. There's a place I know right in those trees. There's everything a picnic spot should be, and no one remembers it here but me. What a spot, so quiet, so cool, just as it was when I was in school. We had a school picnic, and I won first place for eating the most pie in a pie eating race. Pop, this sign, the spot may be very fine, but look what it says on that big sign. And the sign says, big picnic today, and 6 buses show up with a whole bunch of people. I don't know if you can see that. Dad, can you find us another spot? Are we having a picnic today or not? Now stop asking questions. Be quiet. Stop stewing. Your father knows what he is doing. Does he? To pick a spot that is just the right one, you have to be very choosy, my son. Nothing can bother our picnic here. Lay out the picnic things, my dear. I do not like to say so, Dad, but another good spot has just gone bad. Ooh, it's a lot of mosquitoes. I hope there's another good spot, but how much farther do we have to go? Why don't you use your eyes, small bear? There's a perfect place right over there. The grass is green, the air is sweet. Lay out the lunch and take a seat. Hooray, at last, we're going to eat. Oh, but it's the duck. Well, this place is good, and I wasn't wrong, but I know one better. Let's move along. Now take this perfect piece of ground. No one but us for miles around. Pop, you picked the best spot yet, but how can we picnic with that jet? I'm very hungry, Pop. When is this spot picking going to stop? I am getting tired. My feet hurt too. Any old spot here ought to do. Please, Pop, please. Can't we picnic soon? It's long past lunch. It's afternoon. You have to be choosy, Pop, I know. But what's better up here than down below? What's up here? I'll tell you what. The world's most perfect picnic spot. As you can see, it is perfectly clear that nothing can bother a picnic here. No noisy crowds, no pesky planes, no mosquitoes, trucks, or trains. Uh-oh, Dad, here come the rains. Pooh, rain to a bear is nothing at all. We'll picnic here and let it fall. Come back, what kind of bears are you, scared of a drop of rain or two? Bring back that food, this place will do. It's dry in here, it's warm here too. Oh, big old lightning bolt cracked through the top of the cave mountainy thing and hit him in the butt. And Mama Bear finally speaks up and says, it does look warm. Yes, I agree. It looks much, much too warm for me. No, wait for me. I'll find you a better spot. You'll see. I'll find the perfect place to eat. I'll find a spot that can't be beat. I'll find a spot you've ever seen. Now that is the kind of place I mean. They're back home. He did it, Mother, did he not? He found the perfect picnic spot. Oh, boy. Oh, Papa Bear. All right, so that's the 3 books for tonight. So tomorrow we'll continue with The Bear's Vacation and Bears in the Night. And let's see, what book do we want to read tomorrow? I think Bears in the Night is a pretty short story. Yeah. So then let's read tomorrow along with that. Where's the corduroy one? Is it the one that fell down? No, where is it? Oh, it's right here. Derp. Okay. So then tomorrow, oh, it's like squat down on all these toys. We'll read Corduroy's Best Halloween Ever. And we'll continue on with this, with the Bears Vacation one and the Bears in the Night. So those will be our choices for tomorrow. And my blanket child here. All you see are his feet. I don't know. I really don't know. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night for maybe less feet and more face. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Good night, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.